Hi there, Taurus. Welcome to your March 2016 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. I did want to mention that I have posted the 2016 financial career readings for each zodiac sign over on my Vimeo on demand page. If you would like to check those out, just follow the link below the video in the details section. Just hit or click show more. And if you're on a mobile device, just tap the little arrow beneath this video and that'll open that section for you. The 2016 love readings are there as well. So those of you that are more interested in one or both of those areas, I encourage you to check those out for your sun and rising sign because it really hones in on the energies around you in those particular areas for 2016. But let's jump into March, Taurus, and see what the runes want to tell you and the tarot. Please do keep in mind that these are general readings, so not all of these messages will apply specifically to you. That's because some will be for other Tauruses watching. So definitely check out the video for your rising sign as well. That can clarify some things in this reading or give you some additional information regarding other areas or things that you may be dealing with in March. If you would like a reading that is all about you, you can schedule an appointment with me. I do those on Skype. It is $65 for 30 minutes. Just drop me a line at runescopes4u@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U. And we can get that set up. You'll also find the email address in this video and below the video in that same details section if you want to set up an appointment. But let's see here, Taurus. What is going on here with you? Well, it looks like your focus, or even in some cases, the challenge may be involving a partnership with the Two of Cups here. I feel like someone's planning a wedding. So maybe your challenge is planning a commitment ceremony or a wedding or a hand fasting, some sort of coming together for you. And a partner, or maybe you're helping with the planning for someone else, maybe your child, your daughter, your son. Maybe you are going to be in a wedding in March, a spring wedding, but partnership is on the table twice because we've got Two of Cups and Gifu, which is the rune that is pretty much equivalent to the Two of Cups in the tarot. Also new beginnings and then Ingwas. So wow. A lot of focus on partnership, marriage in particular, Taurus. But for some of you, this may be a focus on ending a relationship so you can find, that soulmate. Or so maybe you've already met your soulmate, but maybe you're still kind of going through ending another relationship, divorcing someone, but you're wanting to move ahead and make plans for the future, plan a wedding, because there's disruption around this, but it seems to be coming from this King of Rods in reverse. So I mean, he is presenting as a man. He doesn't have to be, but this is normally the king associated with fire sign energy, so Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or it could be somebody just displaying those traits. King of Rods in reverse is, there can be a laziness with him, a lack of motivation, a lack of effort. This could be somebody who is very prone to starting things but not finishing them, making promises he can't keep. So if this is someone that you are ending a relationship with, or maybe even an ex, Taurus, that you haven't heard from in a while, but then they hear that you are planning a wedding or that you are really dating someone new, really getting kind of serious with a new partner, this you could hear from them, and maybe they'll try to kind of disrupt that, or not necessarily in an outlandish way. Like maybe the disruption is just that they contact you and they may not even say anything about knowing that you're in a new partnership or whatever, but they're just kind of trying to rock the boat, kind of trying to, afraid maybe you'll be happy. It's like, oh no, my ex-Taurus is going to be happy. I got to rattle that cage a little bit. or in some cases, maybe it's made this person realize, losing that person was a really bad move on my part. Losing that person was a really stupid thing to do. Now, some of you may, because I've got a lot of runes regarding birth. Now, this can just mean, a celebration, a new beginning as a couple, because marriage is a new beginning. It is a birth of sorts, as far as you as two separate individuals, two separate people, and coming together. So there's a birth of this new coupledom with a marriage. So it's not going to mean birth or pregnancy for all of you, but I do want to throw it out there that for some of you, maybe this is, bringing you closer as a couple. Maybe you're trying to get pregnant. Maybe you are, wanting to have a baby, and that's your focus in March. You're going to be really focused on that in March. Some of you may already have a new baby, and you are maybe trying to divide up schedules evenly, or trying to who's going to get up at night, who's going to get up super early in the morning. It can't always be me. You may be trying to divide the duties having to do with handling a child, and maybe someone is not doing his or her part. Maybe someone is slacking off and letting one person do, and this could be either one of you, because really, he's just appearing to say someone's not putting in the effort, someone is not carrying their weight where certain things are concerned. So there may need to be a talk, maybe a schedule worked out, so that one person isn't carrying the entire load or responsibility of a baby, taking care of a baby around the clock. That's too big of a job for one person. So, you made the baby together, you're going to take care of the baby together. So I think maybe some of you just need to get on the same page with your partner. But some of you may be celebrating news that you are pregnant. You find out that you are pregnant. And guys, I'm talking to you too. It means that you could get your partner pregnant. If you don't want to do that, definitely with all these fertility cards, I would be talking contraception. Are you on something? If not, what should we be doing? If it's not that, then if you're a Taurus guy, you may be thinking of proposing. And, if not in March, you may be planning that event. And for many of you, there are a lot of runes also on the table that indicate springtime. So between March 21st to June 21st, maybe there's an event or something that you're planning to propose. But in whatever way this manifests, and again, it will be different for all of you, weddings, births are on the table. Yours or someone else's, you're involved. It's the focus. In some cases, it may be the challenge. Certainly not an easy feat to plan a wedding, but that's what you're trying to make happen, or that's what you're focused on in March. Now, the help that's going to be available to you, let's take a look here. It's interesting because we have 6 of Rods, but it's in the reverse, and Cane is in the reverse. So I think the help that's going to be available to you, for some of you, it's finally maybe letting go of a past, maybe in some cases relationship, a past marriage, a past person that you were attached to, situation that you were attached to. But I feel like it's like you are so glad to let it go. Maybe you thought you'd never be able to kind of get over a certain relationship, or get over something that maybe you considered a failure, that honestly it ended up you just learned a lot from that. It was a learning experience. We learn from difficulty. That is how we learn. You don't learn from happy, sunny, super good times. It would be great if we did, but we don't. So I feel like whatever maybe hindered you, or whatever difficulties you encountered in a past relationship, are not only gonna help you in a current or soon to be entering relationship, But I mean, there could be just a situation of looking back and thinking, what was I thinking? Like, why was I so hung up on this person? Why did I think that that was the right person for me? Because now I have someone to compare it to, and they're totally different. Some of you, those of you that are single, you could be meeting someone new in March. If not March, definitely springtime. So again, March 21st to June 21st seems to be a prime time. If you're focused on it, if you want to meet a partner and you're putting effort into it, you know, I do see that happening. Some of you may be introduced to someone via a family member or a very close friend, because this is the rune of sometimes indicating mother or you know, grandmother, or an older sister, or a female member of the family, or a female friend. Maybe it's a couple that you are close with, and you know, they kind of set you up. So there could be some aspects of that, but then the internet is also here as well. So I feel like some of you will meet this person through a friend or a close family member, and others may, you know, you may meet someone on the internet or on an app. Because I feel like some of you are kind of, with the Hermit here, you're kind of, you know, kind of perusing people on your own at home in the privacy of your own home, and kind of going at it in a more solitary way, or searching in a more solitary way, but that's fine. I you know, as long as you are actually at some point getting out there and having dates. You know, you can only do so much or make so much progress on the internet, and you want to make sure that, you know, everybody's who they are presenting, that they are on the internet anyway, and the only way to do that is to meet them face to face. So make sure you're not wasting too much time chatting. You know, the more you meet, the closer you get to the one, right? But yeah, I do feel like some of you may be meeting a Virgo in March, who is, and you may meet online, many of you, in like an online dating scenario. Some of you may be taking an online class, and this could be a fellow student, because there are connections to some academia here as well. Again, this is a situation to check out the video for your rising sign, because that may clarify like how this person will be coming in, or you know, I'll be glad to take a look at that for you, and we'll see if we can narrow it down to one situation, or even one friend or person in particular that is going to be the connection here. But it's because the rune of academics, classes, you know, taking a course, sailing through a test, exams, certifications, things like that, but also the internet. So this rune kind of covers a lot of ground. But what's interesting is that if it is a course or a class, you're either taking it at home on your own, or, you know, it's maybe a spiritual class. So maybe it has spiritual overtones, and maybe you're learning how to meditate, or you are, you know, studying Reiki or healing, or something like this. Maybe you're learning the tarot. So yeah, maybe this is another student, in some cases, maybe even the teacher, with the Hermit card coming up. But joy is on the table as well around this. So I feel like whatever it is that you're studying, it is something that maybe for most of you, like a personal discovery. So it may not be necessarily connected to career. This could be more of a spiritual development, or a hobby, or a creative pursuit, something that you really you enjoy, and it brings you great satisfaction. Wunyo here also with all of these great partnership runes and the Two of Cups over here, that indicates that this person, if you are meeting someone, this person is definitely going to be a friend to you as well. And that's so important, that, you know, your partner also be your friend. They have your back, you know, you have things in common. You see the world in a similar way. You enjoy doing the same things, because Wunyo talks about, we like to do the same stuff. We can hang together and, you know, get joy out of the same things. And so, Yeah, definitely some kismet going on for you Taurians in March. So if you are single, accept all invitations. If you're single and you want to find a partner, because not necessarily does everyone single want that, but if you do, accept all invitations. Someone wants to set you up. It's looking pretty good. Of course, maybe ask for a picture first or some information, maybe a Facebook page, something so that you could kind of, do your homework, prepare a little bit if you're nervous about that, especially. But yeah, those of you that are single, it seems to come through someone close to you, an introduction, but also online or in classes, doing something you enjoy, pursuing, learning something, even maybe something spiritual. What can't be changed about March with Two of Swords in reverse next to Taurus is that there's a lot of clarity available when it comes to these areas: relationships, pregnancy, new beginnings, new relationships, past what maybe you considered failures, past relationships that ended maybe disruptively or negatively. I feel like when you have something to compare it to, either the partner you're already in a relationship with and moving it to the next level, it's just a very stark contrast. Like, because the Two of Swords in reverse means the blinders are off. You're seeing everything clearly. You're not afraid to look at things in the harsh light of day. You're not afraid to look at people. Or even yourself in some cases, warts and all, and seeing the truth. And you have a lot of luck and protection around to, like anyone trying to pull the wool over your eyes in March, be it a new person or someone from the past or someone that you're trying to be done with and close that chapter. I think some of you that if you need something to speed something along, to speed up a divorce or if you need maybe a good reason to leave a situation behind, if you've been waiting on that, you will get that in March. And there's a lot of luck around being in the right place at the right time, and to meet the right people, and to for personal enrichment. So there are a lot of things going on, but relationship is definitely the focus. Again, for those of you more interested in career stuff, I encourage you to check out your 2016 reading over on Vimeo, but you can also check out the video for your rising sign because it may have more information about finances. My general adage on that is no news is good news. If there was something major going on, good or bad, most likely it would be here. But I'm feeling like it's a very relationship-focused month for you. In March, Taurus. That's what the guides wanted to talk about. They feel that's most important, and they almost always do feel like emotional connections, relationships, spirituality, love, those things are more important than the material world. So that is what I see with March. It looks to be a pretty exciting month. One chapter is ending, another one beginning, and you singles could be having a really good time as well. So good luck, and I will see you back here in April.